Nice.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Timeless Gamer Show, where our games and our bodies may grow out of date, but our gaming experiences will forever remain timeless. And the show is now going live in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And for all of our old episodes, you know where to go. Just go to the YouTube channel, Timeless Gamer Show. It's all there, or by going to the website, timelessgamers.show. And of course, for all of our audio versions, you can still check them at your favorite podcast platforms out there, like Spotify. Okay, we're there. Just do a Google search. We are there. Okay. And previously on the Timeless Gamer Show, we had the three folks from the Pinoy Gamer PH podcast. Okay. Just a little bit of their history and their method of their madness doing their own show. Okay, a little bit of a collaboration here and there. We like doing stuff like that in this show. All right, a little bit of a casual discussion here and there. Well, if we're not playing something. Hey, for tonight, we are doing another movie review for you guys, a video game related movie review. It's called the Borderlands movie, back from 2024. Alrighty, and that movie has been suggested to us by Sir Marky Mark down there. Okay, let's introduce the panel for tonight. Sir Joel.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever you are, wherever you are. This is Joel of the Banyag Native Facebook page. Well, I don't stream there anymore, but you can still catch the page. Welcoming everybody to the show today, where we are going to be reviewing Borderlands, the movie based on the video game. We'll be welcoming everybody's opinions on the movie as well, not just in the chats, but also if you guys want, you can email us at our email. Joe will relay it to you guys later. And you don't have to do it on live. You can also put your opinions on the Borderlands movie after the live. You can always put it in our Facebook chats and in whatever chats you can find us in. Back to you, Joe.
Actually, Boss Joe just have his PC crash.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no problem. So we'll just pass it on to our next panelist, Viraj. All right, we'll just bring you over.
What's going on? This should be a very interesting episode today. Interesting is the key word here. I've got to be very careful what I say right now. I don't want to put any spoilers, but this is a video game film that had a lot of production value, a lot of big stars to it, but did it really do well? We'll find out later in the show. Back to you.
All right, no worries. And then we'll pass it off to our next panelist, Jose. Jose, then make your intros.
Hey guys, Jose from QCFP here joining TGS once again, like always. This time reviewing the Borderlands movie as suggested by Sir Mark. Curious to see what everyone has to say about this movie, but I think I pretty much know which way it's going to go.
Yeah, I think we have a general idea of what everybody's opinion is of the Borderlands movie. But regardless, we are going to be giving our takes on it. And of course, the man of the hour, the one who pitched the topic, Mark. Mark, make your introductions.
I feel so guilty about our topic for today. Anyway, guys. Hello, guys. I'm Adixie. I'm Mark. Okay. How are you guys doing? We are going to tackle the Borderlands movie. So I hope you guys will enjoy our show for today, huh? Good luck na lang
Mm.
sa
Oh, absolutely. Good luck to all of us, and may the good Lord have mercy on our souls. Okay, so as is our custom here in the Timeless Gamer Show, we usually have a show and tell portion, and in this instance, Jose has graciously volunteered to do a show and tell of his latest acquisitions in the past week or so. It doesn't have to be actually. It doesn't have to be video games. It can be books. It can be movies. It can be anything geek related. We are just happy to have a look at what everybody's been acquiring these past week. It doesn't have to be this past week. It can be a long time ago. It's just something that you want to showcase. Jose, all right, Jose, what do you have for the class?
Okay, so starting it off, keeping with the video game movie theme, at the Minecraft movie vinyl.
Ooh.
Oh, a vinyl. Okay.
Yeah, it was $10, so I was like, why not?
Do you have a means to play that though?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Those turntables, they do sell them. I see on Target, and I'm just wondering if they actually function. I'm pretty sure they do.
They
Mhm.
do.
All right, very
There's
cool.
better ones out there, but they get the job done.
Nice. Okay.
And
And
then
what do they output to Bluetooth speakers or something like that? Or
yeah, it's either Bluetooth or you could hook up a pair of speakers to it.
Okay, because in
Yeah.
the old days, you would have a turntable and you have these gigantic speakers that
Mhm.
you'd listen to sound to. So that's how it works. These new ones, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So what else do you got?
And then I picked up Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate for the Switch. That was the
Remake.
one that actually came with the cards.
Okay, there you go. Very cool.
Oh man.
Final Fantasy 1 through 6 collection for the
Nice.
PS4.
Oh, so worth it. Definitely.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Very good value for the dollar. Okay.
And then I got Disney Illusion Island starring Mickey and Friends.
Surprisingly fun. I played that. Mhm.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, they announced it for the Switch, and I was like, I want to get that, and I never got it. And apparently now it came to everything else. So
Why
of
not?
course I picked it up on Xbox.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Here's
Xbox,
one
the absolute
for-
home for all the games. Yes.
Here's one for Virage.
Oh yeah. Oh my. Oh yeah.
Rockin' Rocky
Rockin'
Reshrine.
Rocky. There you go.
So what's the title called though? Which Pocky and Rocky is
This is Pocky and Rocky Reshrined.
Reshrined? So it's its own new game, is it?
Yeah.
Not a remake or anything. That's good. I like that. I like Pocky and Rocky, man. I
And-
love that game.
I got Elden Ring Night Rain multiplayer. That's just the fucking sticker that's on there.
That's okay. That's fine. That's
That's nice. Okay, very nice.
I got Fatal Fury, A City of the Wolves for Xbox. Terry is in this one.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then I found these two at GameStop, so I had to pick them up. I got Blaze Blue, Chrono Phantasma, and Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
Very nice.
And then let's say that one for last. I went to my local game shop that's been here that I just keep not going to for some weird reason, but I picked up, funny enough, 2 Wii U games. So I picked up Assassin's Creed 3 and Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, those games didn't do very well on that. I remember selling them for clearance when I worked in the shop. I sold them for pennies, man. Nobody cared about them because those are the games that you'd play on PlayStation or Xbox.
Yeah.
New customers not going to buy it, but they actually have the dual screen experience. Really does sort of benefit you in the game, but. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the reason I bought them. Cause I wanted to try out the second screen.
That's the only reason, but it's arguably like I have Batman Arkham City on my Wii U, and arguably like getting all the accessories on your belt is so much easier on the dual screen than it is on the PlayStation 3. But everyone just cussed it out. But it's actually probably the better version of the game because of those enhanced features. But anyway, it's the Wii U for you. It has a redundant feature for many, but I like the extra screen. It was handy.
And then I also picked up this. It's Atelier Aisha, the Alchemist of Dusk.
Yes.
That one.
From the Atelier series, JRPGs. Yep. Very
And
cool.
then I got the other one, which is the Alchemists of the Dusk Sky and Sky. So
yeah,
I saw both of those.
Yeah, I think
then,
I think those are all standalone, so you can play them even without having played the other ones too. I
Okay.
mean, they are connected, but they're not essentially connected to each other. So,
And then
All right.
bringing it back to today's topic, Borderlands 3
Borderlands
Ultimate
3.
Edition on the Switch.
Madman.
Mm.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
that one, it looks like it's a download required, right?
It does have a cartridge,
Yeah.
but you need to download the rest of the game.
Ah, that
Oh,
sucks.
man.
Okay. Oh well.
And it comes with all the DLC, so it's downloading that too.
Okay, okay. All right. Okay, so that is Jose's show and tell. How about you, Viraj? Do you have anything for this week?
Yeah. I've got this lovely coffee.
Oh my goodness. Okay, canned coffee. Okay, very Japanese of you.
No, I've
Okay?
I get loads of stuff, but I don't buy anything for myself. It's for other people when I sell at the market. So, but I haven't got it with me. It's at my parents' house. That's why I keep the stock file. But
Mm.
I haven't got anything for myself as of late. Maybe I
No
will pick
worries.
something up.
No worries. No worries. Not an issue. If you don't have anything, that's also perfectly fine. How about you, Mark? Do you wanna do you have something, or do you want to pass for this one? Well,
Actually,
you already contributed the topic, but if you have anything to add, that's perfectly fine as well.
I have. Well, Boss Joe just gave me
Mhm.
the RPG Maker MV from the Steam,
Nice,
and
very cool. Thank you very
yes,
much to Joe for
and
that one.
thank you,
Much
Boss Joe.
appreciated. Hmm.
Yes, and yeah, we're like what you said earlier to Sir Biraj.
Mm.
We are making an RPG game,
Yes.
and
All
we
right.
are going to make that
Mhm.
secret, muna.
Yes, we'll just we'll keep the details under wraps, but yes, a little bit of a teaser for the audience. We are looking to do a little something for you guys, and we very much hope that you guys will support us here in the Timeless Gamer Show by buying it once it comes out. A little bit of a little bit of help for your favorite podcast of all time, the very best podcast in the entire internet. So anyway, now. For me, I am going to do a little bit of showcase because recently my local retro game store had a blowout sale. They were trying to move some inventory, and they had the Valentine's code active, so 14% off. So I went shopping, and the wonderful thing about it is racing games are almost all of them are less than $10 a piece. So I got them for like a song. I went for a racing game crazy binge this time. So first I got was Pure for
Nice.
PS3. Yeah, I think it's an ATV game.
Mhm.
Off-road four-wheeled cycle type of game. I hear it's a lot of fun. So
It's fun.
it's fun, really
Yeah.
very cool. I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna play that. Another off-road game that I got is I've never seen this one, but I want to try it. Baja 1000
Oh, I see that one all the
BAGA.
time.
Oh, there you go. See,
Yeah.
it's another off-road truck, motorcycle, off-road game, racing, and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna play that a lot. Another thing that been loving doing recently is rally racing. So I got Dirt Rally for PS4. I've been doing a lot of rally racing, and the one game that I've been playing like crazy recently is the Car Desert Rally. It is brutal, but it is a lot of fun. So this one is a rally race a la Colin McRae. Another one is Sebastian Loeb Rally Evo for PS4. I got this one as well. And circuit racing, I got Drive Club VR for PlayStation 4, Drive Club VR, and Project Cars. Black Panther, one of my favorite video game content creators. Loves Project Cars. This is a complete edition. It's supposed to have all the cars in it already. Last two is I got it multi-platform because I'm planning on playing it in the older version and the new version as well. I got WRC5. Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. WRC5 for both PS4 and Xbox One. So WRC, it is a respected rally racing franchise running all the way to today. I think the latest version is WRC10, and I played that on the Xbox Series X. It's hyper realistic, but it's so much fun. So that is my show and tell for the week. I got it all for 14% off. All of them less than $10 a piece. So again, a tremendous bargain, and retro is the way to go. All right, so that is what we have. Joe, do you have any show and tell for the week?
I'm not sure if I've already shown
Mhm.
these games before, or I know I mentioned them.
Mhm.
Um, I got Breath of Fire, the Dragon
Oh
Quarter,
yes.
the PlayStation
Nice,
2.
nice, nice. Very good. Nice one.
What?
Um,
Breath of Fire, Dragon Quarter
Breath
for
of Fire,
PS2.
Dragon
Oh,
Quarter, and I haven't really played this per se, but I heard not a lot of good things about this game.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
What the
I
series
mean,
four? Did
I
I
mean,
mean when did this Breath of Fire
Grandia
4?
one and two, I mean, there's a reason why there's only like they only acknowledge Grandia one and two.
Mm.
I mean, Grandia three it stands on its own, I guess, but they kind of Capcom kind of dropped the ball with this one, Breath of Fire, Dragon Quarter for some
Yeah.
reason.
So
They pretty reneged the whole gameplay, as I heard. But Sir Viraj can probably attest to that.
well, this is it. So
Um,
I just looked it up, but yeah, so I was like, what? I forgot about this game. So what it was is there's Breath of Fire 1 to 4, and 4, in my opinion, is the best one. And then they did this. This is the 5th one, and then that's the last Breath of Fire Western release they've ever done. Breath of Fire 6
Yeah.
came out in Japan, and that's it. There's no more Breath of Fire games. I just looked up the series. I thought they only made 4 Breath of Fires. Well, of course I thought that. 'Cause that
you
was
know
the
what?
fucking
I think
plan.
I think this killed the franchise.
Yeah, it
Maybe.
did. The
Maybe.
rest anyway.
Maybe.
West, but then they had the 6th one, but then it wasn't even released here. You know, it was
Nah.
in Japan only.
Nah. I mean, hey, Capcom. If you're gonna release a JRPG again, you know what? Redeem yourselves, goddammit. Redeem yourselves.
I mean, Breath of Fire 6 wasn't even released on a console. It was only on PC and
Mhm.
Android. That's how bad it was. I don't know. Man. That's
Yeah.
terrible. It's
Anyways,
it's a shame. It's a shame, but anyway, whatever.
the second one, Star Ocean, till
yeah.
the end
yeah,
of time.
Oh, I love this game.
Mm.
Yeah, I love this game.
Till the end of
Did
time.
you get the DVD with it? Because it came packed
Yeah.
with the DVD.
What
So,
was
that
in
is Star
the
Ocean
DVD,
2.
Viraj?
Oh, it was like a little sort of anime thing or whatever.
I forget
Yeah.
too. I have
There's
it
an
because
anime
it comes
tie-in
with
for
a
this,
slip
yeah.
cover too.
It's a
Yeah.
tiny little DVD like thing because I remember when I sold it, it came in the box and there was a bit that was next to it, another disc, and it was all wrapped around something. And I remember I think I paid £9.97 back in the day because it went clearance. Because I didn't put it out back when I went in the shop. I just took it, and that was such a beautiful little disc. That was a nice thing. But yeah, it's a lovely little game. I think it's a game that doesn't get enough praise, and it's incredibly underrated. Wonderful presentation.
Nice. It does have the DVD, I think. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Very good.
Nice.
With the UK PAL version, it was a separate thing that came in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, that's strange. But we learn something every day, so enjoy it. Enjoy it.
And this is where Sir Jose got his handler namesake.
Yep.
Different
Wait,
cover up.
you idiot.
Yeah, but beautiful game. Beautiful game. So, yeah.
All right, that's all from me for now.
All right. Excellent.
Right.
All right.
I do actually have a pickup, but I don't know if it's
Oh,
interesting.
what do you got, Viraj?
It's not like a game. It's like I'm holding it here.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Describe it. What for the people in the video and the audio portion?
Okay, so this is the newer type of OTG adapters which I use when I mod the SNES Minis. So, like, obviously the SNES Mini the SNES doesn't have like a USB socket on it. You have to like. So basically, the internal memory is not enough on there to put enough games on. So we have to use what's called USB host. So this is the USB. I think it's a 64 gig. That's more than enough space for the games. And then you slide it in here, and then that goes into the back of the Super Nintendo, and the power lead that would have gone to Super Nintendo goes here. So that feeds it
I've seen
through.
those.
Yeah. So this is a new type. This is metal. You know, the other ones are all plastic. And the problem with the old ones, because I've got this friend in America who's bought my build and everything. I've had to send him. I've sent him this one. It's the third one now because it kept breaking. Because it was so brittle, and whenever he'd unplug his TV and put it back in or whatever, it would just get really loose. This is quite nice. It's quite a nice tight fit. This one, so you know, it will feed the game through, and that's it. And he had issues with that. So this is a new type that I'd strongly recommend to anyone who's like looking to mod something. Works on a Mega Drive Mini and then the PlayStation Classic Mini as well. If you're into the whole modding thing. But it's a nice tight fit for the USB as well. Because you've got no business removing these things. Once it's in, and you just keep it in there.
Pretty much. The last time I used an OTG adapter was when I was modding the PlayStation 1 Classic, but I haven't done that since.
But look, you got to keep it tight. You got to keep it tight. Otherwise, you're just not going to get the feed through. It will just not function. So what you want is a really good tight fit in the back of that at SNES Mini. You need to for it to hold in place because
Jose's already thinking of so many things that he can use with with Mirage's with Mirage's double entendres there. Anyway.
So many things get moved around. Wires get moved around, and they get pulled.
To piggyback what Sir Joel mentioned about the PlayStation 1, if you're gonna mod this, the PS1 Classic, guys.
Yeah.
The real unlike the Nintendo and the Sega Minis, the PlayStation Classic is a little bit temperamental, a little bit tricky.
I would
with
say
with the USB thumb drive. Okay, so Viraj, go ahead.
So
why?
This is it. So PlayStation games are much more memory heavy and they require a bit more power because we're talking 5th gen, we're talking 3D model games typically. Now, you can use the USB drive, but only if you can put maybe like 20, 30 games on there. But if you're like trying to add like a huge library, it will take a very long time for those games to load because they need more muscle and the housing is holding it. So what you would need if you want to create a bigger build for PlayStation is you need a solid state hard drive with housing, with its own power, that's going into it, an OTG adapter, and your PlayStation. And that PlayStation Mini would also have its own power. So you need 2 plugs going into the memory and the PlayStation for it to function. And this type of OTG.
There it is. Josh showing it. There you go.
So you have that kind
a
of
little bit of heart there.
What? Oh, the Korean thing, what, like this or whatever.
There you go.
That's
Show it to the camera. Yeah, boy. The male and the female make love, baby.
Yeah, but that's not the case in PlayStation. PlayStation Classic Mini, again, I would recommend this. There's different types of mods you can use. I'd recommend Project Ares because there's a lot of people use Auto Bleem, but the problem with the PlayStation Classic Mini is they use a carousel OS, and all Auto Bleem does is use the same carousel, and you're going to crash. It's going to crash. Whereas Ares,
I would say actually curate the games. If you're gonna do a PlayStation build, curate the games that you want to.
But if you're crazy like me and want to do everything, you want to have everything on there,
All right, so
Anyway,
we're off on a tangent. So let's bring it back home to the topic at hand. We are going to be doing the movie review of Borderlands. Yeah. Okay, so Borderlands. Mark, this is your baby. You want to do the honors? Describe what. Actually, you might as well. When did Borderlands come out, Mark?
2024.
Yeah, it's around 2024. So before the movie, of course, we have the games released, such as Borderlands 2 on around 2012. I don't know the other Borderlands game. So what can I say about the movie? Are we going to ito na ba yun?
Yeah. Let's give a basic premise of what the movie is about first.
It's a typical movie about the game, the Borderlands game. It's about the protagonist, about Lilith, about her adventures, about the vault that they're after to because it has that very limited powerish thingy about it. So along the way, she encountered some fellows, some party mates. So yeah, it revolves about her adventure, about her, what do you call this? I don't want to spoil. Is it okay to spoil?
Yeah, well, I actually, might as well. Nobody watched it, so we might as well. Might as well talk about
Nobody
it.
watched it but us.
Yeah, nobody watched it but us. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So about
what you're
her
saying is that this is about the main character Lilith and her quest to well, basically she was given an assignment to retrieve a little girl, and along the way she finds herself needing to not needing to, but tasked with opening a hidden vault supposedly full of powerful weapons.
Alien technology.
Alien technology, yes. All right, so that it stars Kate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, the girl from Stuck in the Middle with You. I completely
forgot her name.
Yeah, Ariana something.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Ariana Greenblatt, Jamie Lee Curtis, yeah. And geriatric boobs if we're talking about here, yeah. And
hey.
What?
I've seen Trading Places, and they weren't geriatric then, right?
Oh, they were not.
They're not
No,
as
but
geriatric as people would think. No,
It's
yeah,
the last
but
time and the first time I've
they're
ever
good
seen it.
enough.
mhm,
All right, they're
yes,
good enough.
but yeah, generally Kate Blanchett and Jamie Lee Curtis, geriatric moves all around. But yeah, so we're talking about a pretty good lineup of movie stars. But yeah, I can say with certainty that the like Viraj said, production values were high, but the direction was all over the place. Directions was everywhere that it was going, and I don't have I don't know. Do we attest it? Do we attribute it to the idea of the game? I only played a little bit of the game. For those of you who actually did play the game, I Jose, did you play the game to its entirety?
I never finished it.
You never finished it, but you got
No.
deep enough into it for you to be able to make a comparison with the theme of the game to the movie, right?
Yeah, kinda. And
Mm-hmm,
I've had a lot of people tell me about it, so
mm-hmm,
I pretty much know what goes on in the games and
mm-hmm.
why people love them so much.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the game because I only started off on it and it very much baffled me because I really just couldn't get into the feel of the game. It just didn't sit right with me, so didn't continue with it. Tell us about the game.
So the game basically is kind of like a shooter RPG.
Hmm.
You start off as one of four characters who are looking for this vault, and it's basically almost open world. You can go wherever you want. And I remember, and then for me, I kind of don't like that because you end up going to a spot where you shouldn't be,
Hmm.
and you keep getting killed. So I
Hmm.
remember wandering off into this one spot, and this guy wouldn't stop chasing me. He literally chased me from one area to another, and he kept chasing me. And anytime I would try to take a shot at him, it like because on here in the game when you shoot them, little damage counters pop up,
Hmm.
and it was literally like one, one, one.
So you were just chipping away at him. Okay,
Yes,
got
and
it.
he
Okay.
was like level like something. He was like at least 50, and I was
Okay.
barely starting off the game. So
Mhm.
there's nothing I could do. So if he ever caught up to me, he would kill me, and I
Mhm.
would respawn, and then he would be there again.
Mhm.
So
So it's like the loop of death then, if that's
yes,
the case.
the game in the actual series that I actually did play all the way through
Mhm.
was Tales from the Borderlands, the
Okay.
Telltale game.
I think
Oh,
that's an adventure game though, right?
Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's more of an adventure
in
game.
the same vein as the Walking Dead games, like it's point
Okay.
and click.
Mhm.
That game was really good.
Okay.
And it had the charm of the games and the comedy of the games in it.
Mhm.
Um but I don't it's a better game if you play with friends because it does have co-op in it, and you can play with 3 other friends at the same time.
Okay. All right. Well, how about you, Viraj? Have you played the game?
No,
Borderlands
no,
1? No?
no.
Never got the chance. Yeah. Okay, no problem. No
Mhm.
problem. So, what little I remember of the game, one of the major features of the game was that it had almost an infinite variety of guns. Where you
yeah.
could we could pick up the guns and then like I'm not quite sure if they had random configurations where some guns would be very powerful but take very long to load, and some guns would be very weak, but it runs on a machine gun level of speed, things like that. Some sniper rifles as well. It depends on the range. So I did not see that feature so much in the movie, except for a few random mentions by the bus driver here and there, like, "Oh, I recognize that gun," or "I recognize that gun." So I didn't really feel pertinent to the movie as it was in the game. And the game itself, I played a little bit of it, and I found the gun portion where you would I'm a hoarder. I'm a guy who gets a potion, keeps it with me all the way until the very end of it, and very end of the game, and never use it. The thing about Borderlands is that there's so many guns, different configurations that you want to pick them all up and then kind of mix and match them, and but it got overwhelming for me, so it never really. That's one of the things why it really never clicked with me because I wanted one gun that did everything that I needed it for it to do. I didn't have the time to fiddle around with so many different kinds of configurations of guns. Maybe some people like that. Good for you, but not for me. So yeah, that part didn't show up in the movie from what I remember. All right, now getting Joe, how about you? Did you ever try Borderlands the game? No.
No, not enough titties.
Do I look like a guy who played Borderlands? Correct. All
I
right.
mean, you'd be surprised.
I, so I only watched the movie. So I have no idea what the game. I have no history about the game
Okay.
so far. So I'm pretty much watching the movie as it is.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I'm
Joe,
just
so Joe is
building
the
what it
type.
is.
Yeah. So Joe is the
Yeah.
type of person
So
that you drag to the movie house,
although
with the hope that you introduce him
yeah,
to the video game. All right. Okay.
although that being said,
Mm-hmm.
I did watch a YouTube video. I mean, I haven't really completed watching it, but I was able to catch up at
Mm-hmm.
least some of the timeline
Mm-hmm.
or at least some of the story about the game in congruence with the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So to all of you guys who are listening or watching, who knows Borderlands, so forgive me if I'm missing a few things.
Mm-hmm.
From my understanding, there's this alien race called the Iridians. Okay, um, thousands of years ago, and highly civilized, highly advanced technology and all that. And then they were able to encounter this entity, a universal threat called the Destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to combat the Destroyer, the Iridians, as an alien race, chose to build a like a prison that will contain the Destroyer. Okay, this prison became this vault. Okay, and they placed this vault into a planet called Pandora. Okay, not to be confused with the Avatar Pandora. There's a planet called Pandora. They put the vault in there in the hopes to contain said destroyer. Okay, and then so we made one. How about make another one and another one and another one? So there's multiple vaults all across the galaxy, not just that one in Pandora. Okay, mind you. And then they said, okay, we got the trap. So how can we bait the destroyer going to Pandora? Okay, how about us? I mean, the destroyer hates us. How about us as bait? Okay, and then okay, so we're the bait, and who's gonna lead that destroyer to us? Okay, they called the help of a siren. Okay, this siren, another being with super highly advanced powers. Kind of, if you're gonna look at him, the siren is pretty much like the Phoenix
Yeah,
from
Phoenix
X-Men
from X-Men. Yes. Okay.
or
Yeah,
Captain
pretty
Marvel,
much.
kind of
Mhm.
really cosmic powers, right? So
Itty bitty
okay,
living space. Okay, anyway.
correct. And then one thing led to another. The siren got all of the Iridians pretty much killed just to seal off the destroyer. So the destroyer now is inside the vault in Pandora. Okay, that's it, right? Um, Problem solved. And then many years later, um, universal colonialism and all that. A lot of the business conglomerates chose to how about we explore and take over outer space? Okay, and then they found out then they discovered Pandora. Okay, and then there's this one guy who happened to discover one of the vaults in Pandora. So, and I said, okay, it's too big for me. How about I sell this information to one of the conglomerate companies out there, Atlas. Okay, so Atlas pretty much discovered whatever that was in the vault, one of the first vaults that they found out. A lot of hidden technology from the Iridians. which made Atlas as the one of the major uh, space conglomerates out there. Okay, and they said, okay, if there's one, then there should be a lot. Then there should be a lot more of these somewhere. So think of it like the space gold rush. Okay, we're off to set off. We are off to set and discover the rest of the vaults. We need to search for a lot more Iridian lost technology. Okay, so a lot of people became vault hunters. Okay, some bounty hunters and all that. So a lot of people came to Pandora, trying their luck to discover where is the next vault will be. Okay, and that's all. That's all I can tell. I mean, there's a lot more in there. Okay, and then many years later, in comes the storyline of the first game, the Borderlands game, where you control, like they said, like Sir Jose mentioned, you got four characters. You got Lilith, the redhead, which is incidentally being played by Kate Blanchett in the movie, and then you got Roland, the black guy.
The
You know
black.
what? The game, beefy dude. They chose they chose Kevin Hart to play as Roland. Okay, and then Craig, the one of the psychos, I guess.
Right.
And then there's another one that's not mentioned in the movie, but there's this one. Who's the other one? Sir
It's,
Jose.
well, let
I
me
mean,
see.
he's not in the movie though.
Yeah, he's
Michael-
not in the movie.
Yeah,
Brick
Brick.
and
Is it Brick?
Mordecai.
Yeah, and then of course you got your you got your claptrap. More about claptrap later. Okay,
Mhm.
and then yeah, and then now in the movie we got Kate Blanchett, of course, and then you got Kevin Hart, you got Craig, you got claptrap. Then this kid, this little girl. More about this girl later, being played by Ariana Greenblatt.
Mhm.
Okay, and then
Sounds like a gun.
meeting
Mhm.
up with Dr. Tanis, being played by Jamie Lee Curtis. Okay, so now I'm talking about the premise of the movie, to my understanding. So so one of the bounty hunters, which is being played by Kate Blanchett, Lilith. So she's being tasked to find this little girl um, that was rescued by Roland, Jack Black, Kevin Hart's character. Okay, so the man, the owner of the Atlas company, Mr. Atlas, says, "Okay, that's my daughter. I want you to get her back." He wants so he hires Kate Blanchett, and then okay, where is she at? Okay, turns out she's in Pandora, which it was revealed it was her hometown. Okay, and then eventually she met up with Claptrap. She met up with Kevin Hart. She met up with Tina, the little kid, um, and then with Craig, and then eventually with Dr. Tanis. And then we find out that okay, there's this vault that they're trying to find. Okay, more about that later. So
But
yeah,
before that, though, I'd like to welcome Juan Doradas into the stream. Hey, Juan, very, very happy that you could join us. Quick question: have you played Borderlands the game
For like 20 minutes.
for 20?
a lot
Much like
longer than
me.
I did.
Much like me. Okay, yeah. So you're slightly familiar with the game.
Yeah, I mean, I have the first three and everything. It's always been on my list to play, but
Mhm.
never got around to it.
Okay, yeah, pretty
But
much.
after watching it, though, like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'll find out more as we go on.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know how accurate the movie is to the game and who the main character is.
Mhm.
But just
Alright.
watching it though, it's like, like just the Lilith character and everything, dude. Kind of like, you know what? I want to play this damn game now.
Okay. And
What?
yeah,
So you're telling me from seeing the film, you want to play the video game? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
okay. Roger's judging you now. Okay.
This film makes like somebody who never played the games, and I watched this film. It makes no sense. It's a cacophony. Like, what is it? Like you talk about some planet called Pandora. I don't see the Na'vi. What's going on? Like, that's clearly ripping that off, yeah. And like this, it's just this film doesn't know what it wants to be. That's the problem. Like, is it a comedy? Like, what is this? And what is there's not enough backstory for you to even care about any of these characters that get together. And they're all goofy. It's like a cartoon, or what is it? What is this? The only thing that was interesting is the Jack Black robot thing, because that was a funny character. But other than that,
comedy comes in.
But it's not enough to hold this film up, because we don't know where it's going. What's going on? It has this whole I think it's trying hard to be like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep. I was about to say.
It fails miserably doing that. And like, okay, and then it's really sad because you got people like Kate Blanchett, an Academy Award-winning actress, yeah. And you got Jamie Lee Curtis, who's also of critical renown. You got Kevin Hart, who's again like, okay, you can say he was like a nepo baby, he got into the position, but he's still funny for what he is. Yeah? But he just acts as himself. I don't really think he's got much range, to be honest.
Yeah.
Same sort of thing with Jack Black. You sort of know what to expect with him, with the sort of goofiness that he's going to come out with. You got like that tiny Tina, what's her name, played by the green black girl. She's cute. You think, okay, she's got some issues, yeah. She's crazy, this chick, and you think, okay, what is everyone's agenda for this? What's the whole point in this? What's going on? What the fuck? When I look, it's like, what the fuck is this shit? So I've dropped F bomb here, but what the fuck is going on here?
All right.
I was able to piece 1 and 2 together. I
It
mean,
doesn't make sense. So this is why I'm a bit confused. Why this one down here in the corner, trying away, wants to play the video game based on this shit.
Well, now Viraj just started off the discussion about the movie proper. So that's his. He's starting it off, and his opinion is that the movie direction is all over the place. It doesn't have an identity per se. I guess I would say.
It's good looking though. It's probably one of the best looking bad films I've ever seen. That's what hurts me. $130 million, yeah. $130 million. That's how much
it's
cost.
$130 million for this
Yeah,
one?
and they made $30 million back on it. And to be fair to it, it was made during the pandemic, and they had to do reshoots, because I read up on this now. They had to do a lot of reshoots during that, and Tim Miller had to take over from Eli Roth just to do the reshoots and stuff. So it was all over the place. So a new sound editor had to come in. So someone else had to compose a new soundtrack. So it had all sorts of shits going on with this film. It was like, what were they thinking? And you think these actors, I named these characters, I'm thinking, did they read the script before they took it on? They just look at the pre-check. Did they read this? Did they read what they were getting themselves into? Maybe it looked good on paper. Maybe, like, I read that Kate Blanchett liked the whole gunslinging character, but one character can't hold a film. Like, they've got to work as an ensemble. Like, they're just they're more dysfunctional than the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Pretty much, yeah. That's true. That's true.
I've said what I've had to say. Let's see what you guys have to say.
All right, Mark. You're the guy who proposed the topic. Viraj gave his opinion on the movie. What's yours? You're the guy who put it out. Yeah, Mark jizzed all over the whole thing. Anyway,
I actually look at my Steam. Okay, I look at my Borderlands 2. How many hours have I played it? It's actually, I played it for like 16 hours.
Oh, okay.
Borderlands is actually, for me, my opinion only, actually a good game. It's enjoyable game. Okay. I played Borderlands 2 on my PC.
Okay.
Even though the graphics, it's outdated. It came around 2012. It still holds up. I'll start what I like from the movie.
Okay.
Visually, yes, it's very good. They did try to capture those chaos in the Pandora,
Mm.
the colors, the explosions, the weapons. It gave me the flashes of that Borderlands feeling
Mhm.
whenever there's something new, the gun, the pace. It's Borderlands. That part reminded me of the excitement of the game. That curiosity of what does this gun do? Oh, she's holding that kind of gun. What is it? What will the effect should look? The enemy, the what do you call that? Treasure? I forgot. Anyway, that thing. One thing I actually like is from the movie is the Lilith being the real key in the movie. Okay, I haven't finished the Borderlands 2. So from the movie, okay, that's kind of cool. So she's that hidden character or something. That works for me. That's how you build up the plot twist. I'm okay with that direction. But here's where it struggles. The movie feels very fast paced. I understand why you can't possibly fit all those wonderful story characters, deep writing from the games into one single film, and I get that. Okay, that's a huge challenge, but at the same time, isn't that the job of the directors, the writers, how to translate something big into something focused and meaningful?
Mm.
Um, Instead, it like you guys are saying earlier, it feels rushed. It feels rushed.
Mm.
There's barely any proper build up. The emotional weight just isn't just there. It's
Mm.
like a movie assumes you already care about the characters, the world, even with a genuinely strong cast of actors and actresses. It for me it feels empty. Not because the actors are bad,
Mm.
but because the story doesn't give the room to breathe.
Okay.
If you're a Borderlands fan, I honestly think if you're not a Borderlands fan, sorry, I honestly think you'll get lost. The world building isn't strong enough for newcomers. It feels torn between being faithful to the game and trying to be realistic blockbuster. And in that tug of war, I don't know, along the way it loses its identity. It feels so forced.
Mm.
The Pandora is eto ano this is my only take personal take as well. Pandora is supposed to be feel dirty. Yeah, you know, the chaotic, the
What do
lawless
you mean?
part of
What do you mean
the
by dirty? Because we already established the Na'vi live on Pandora, and that's nothing
and
dirty about it.
and it's
All
got,
right.
and it's got streaming music, Pandora streaming. Anyway,
Oh my
yeah,
but
God,
yeah.
I'm joking with you.
Mhm.
Go on.
but yes, like what it said. But in the movies kasi, it looks very too polished. Sorry, this is my take only. It's very shallow.
Mhm.
The clothes looks new. The vehicles looks too shiny. If I
Mm.
live in Pandora, it wouldn't look freshly styled every scene. Those small details matter because they make the world feel lived in.
A
And
used
here,
future, a used future. That's what we call it. So, like, when Star Wars came out, we saw that, like, all those droids, they look used, they look worn. Whereas this is a bit too 2001: A Space Odyssey. Everything's shiny and new. So, when you're making science fiction and you're doing this used future, you should make things look used. But yeah, you're right. There's too much polish in certain areas. If this is meant to be a used world where you got a lot of used parts being made to use other things, and there should have been some wear on these things. So yeah, I totally agree with you. For someone who hasn't played the games, I know what you mean by saying that. I just think, goodness me, like, it made no sense to me. That's
Mhm.
the problem with the film. I still don't understand it.
All
it's
right. So
those
yeah, go ahead. Go
yes,
ahead, Mark. Finish your thought.
Sorry, go
yeah,
on.
it's those little things kasi that are being forgotten nowadays. I don't know why, but
Mm.
ewan ko anong nangyari.
All right. He doesn't know what happened. Now, let's jump over to the guy who got interested in the games because of the movie itself. How about you, Juan, Doratus? How did the movie come across to you as somebody who's coming in there fresh?
I want to know what mushrooms he was
Yes.
taking. He was watching it. I know what ganglion he was taking. I don't know what he was taking. What is that? An
What are
asthma?
those Tic Tacs? Okay.
It's
Oh,
like-
okay. All right, fine. You're vaping. Okay, go ahead. So, Juan, what's
I mean, it's
your
not gonna be a
opinion,
long rant, but-
initial thoughts and overall feel of the movie?
First off, it's like what video game adaptation into a movie has been like just out of this world. You tell me, Raj. Since you
Super
have-
Mario World, like Super Mario Brothers, that movie was really good. That was actually a really good film. Over $1 billion. Over $1
It was
billion.
good.
Numbers.
Mortal Kombat, 1995.
No, I don't really give a shit about that. Actually,
He's the only one that says that.
Okay, so you got Sonic the Hedgehog. That did really well. You know, you can follow the story. You know, they made Sonic good, and they had 3 movies now, and they're all being good. All right, generally speaking, we're talking out of the park. We're talking
Anyway,
The third one
yeah.
was good. Okay.
We'll let-
I wanted
yeah.
this film to be good, yeah. I want this film to be good, but a lot of video game movies are generally good these days now. That's what I think. Like, obviously, you got stuff like this, which sticks out like Minecraft, for example. That did really well. Like, I don't think it's a crap film. It's just like a film that I don't want to follow because it's for kids.
All right, we'll let Juan finish his thought. Go ahead, Juan.
Well,
You go ahead.
I'm not into Minecraft, but I mean, look, Borderlands, Max Payne, they could have did better. Uncharted, they could have did better. Like, I mean, realistically,
It's all right. I can follow the story. It makes sense for someone who has not into the video game.
True.
That's the point I'm trying to raise. This makes no fucking sense to somebody who wants to go to the film and thinks, "Oh, this looks like some science fiction popcorn candy. I can enjoy it." It doesn't make any bloody sense. I thought I was thinking crazy.
Well, guess what? The reason why it interests me, like I said, I mean, this game has been out for quite some time.
Yeah.
Already, what, 4 installments.
Yeah.
So there's some success behind this game. Okay.
Not including the spin-offs.
Oh, yeah. Well, the spin-offs, yeah, too. But the movie, like I said, it sparked an interest to wanting to play because it's like, okay, you know, like I've never played it. I own some of the games, but to get deeper into the story to kind of know what they're trying to, you know, put together, you know, that's my thing. Like, yeah, I'm interested in playing it.
But you're saying it's
And then
curious.
sucks.
So it made you curious about the games because of the way it looked. Oh, what? Okay, so it hasn't explained this well, but I'm interested. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how does all this shit connect? I don't know because like, I just watched the movie, so the movie's just going to throw shit at you, and it's like, okay, well, here you go. You know, if you played it, you played it. If you didn't, oh well.
Yeah. That's fair enough. That's a fair point.
So that's where I'm at.
I think in terms of the way it looks, it's like, okay, it's a good-looking film. It got some good-looking characters, good acting in there for what it was. So you're like, okay, so what is this? What's the whole background behind this? And you might have a curiosity to explore this universe, but wanting to sort of play the games. Same kind of thing with the Fallout TV series, which is on Prime right now. You know, that's sort of like with season 2, I've been watching that, and I'm like, okay, I don't really understand this, or there's probably more of a backstory. But you'd have to play the games to understand, you know, this whole this Republic or this the Knights and what their story is. There's a bit more depth to it. So I get that they've touched on it, but there is explanation and narrative in the Prime TV show, but there's no explanation or narrative or enough background. Like just like what Mark said about this whole thing, which is there isn't any really that I can sort of grasp on. I don't get the context, and that's the problem. And context is for kings when you're trying to follow a film. And you're like, I'm sorry, this makes no sense to me. Maybe if you follow the games, you can probably understand it.
That's the problem this movie has, is that it expects you to have played the games.
And it shouldn't. That's not really fair on the user.
Now that Jose's mentioned that, Jose, your initial impressions and opinion of the movie. Go ahead.
Okay. You know, it wasn't the greatest movie, and I liked it for what it was.
Okay.
Unlike Mark, I thought that the setting of Pandora did come off the way it does in the games. You know, it's violent, it's dangerous, you don't want to be there. The movie did try to lean into the violence somewhat and the absurd humor that the games do have. Because the games do have like a weird sense of humor, kind of dark. But the problem, and I think one of the biggest problems of this movie, is that you took an M-rated game and you made a PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
And I think too that hearing the name Eli Roth attached to it, who has had a string of gory ass movies, and you come to a video game series that is known for its violence, and there's none in the movie. There's no one's heads getting blown off. No, there's like no blood. And I read that it was a decision to make it PG-13. That way, kids could go watch the movie. And
oh, I know that guy. I saw his name, and I'm like, oh, that guy. Okay.
Man, you from Inglorious Bastards.
yeah, he was in that too. But like,
Yeah.
he made the first two Hostel movies. If you've seen those, they're
I've got the
pretty
first one.
fucking gory.
First one is gory, yeah. Dark, but yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm talking about another guy.
Oh, and then the games are trying to be fast paced, and I think that's what the movie was trying to do. But like for someone like Virage or like Mark, it just kind of just felt rushed. Kind of the way that like bringing it back to the Yakuza series, where everything kind of just felt rushed, like they were just trying to get through the story.
They're trying to add too much in there, but you need to establish a base narrative, and I think that's what was missing. So this is what annoys me the most, is they had some beautiful sets, they had some really cool acting talent, and you knew that they were trying the best they can with the material that they were given. There's also that weird, odd scene where they're flying, and you can see it in this little video playing here, where they're flying, and one of them opens the window, and all the shit comes flying in, and they're all like, "Oh, what is this?" and all that. But it's like, I think the problem is you don't care about the characters enough to find it funny or be with them on this ride. You're like, okay, well, what's going on here? Like, they've not been together long enough to establish bonds, and I think they're trying to force too much of a relationship. That's what I think. But I don't know between them. But I'm not really too much of a fan of.
But it's like as they said, they expected you to play the games to understand it. So it's like, how are you going to sit here and follow the characters and kind of really get behind them?
So I think if we talk about being R-rated, it should have been an R-rating. Yeah, that's the thing. But then,
knowing about the games, it should have been higher than PG-13.
But then the reason they've done PG-13 is because they want to get more people in the cinemas to watch it. They want parents to bring their kids or younger audiences to get there, so that's where they get the money in. So I can understand why they did that. I don't think that's the reason it did poorly. I think it did poorly because the narrative was poor, generally speaking. But then I haven't played the game, so I don't know if the R-rated was the necessary function for the IP. But regardless, like, you know, it's just very disappointing that something this good with this much talent in there. I mean, Jack Black was actually quite good. I thought his voice, I think he's the most interesting character, and he's a robot. You know, I thought that was an interesting character in there. But I thought, oh God, why? I wanted this film to be good when I watched it on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I wanted it to be good. I didn't want to believe all the haters saying it's shit. Why are you watching this, Viraj? Don't do this to yourself. Don't do it. Yeah, and like, well, I want to watch it. It's like Ghostbusters 2016. Everyone's saying don't watch it. It's a bunch of women. It's some feminist crap. But I had to watch it because I'm a Ghostbusters fan. I like video games. I'm a video game fan. Even though I played a video game, I want to see what this movie's about. I wanted to have the same sort of curiosity you had one. But the thing is, the narrative, for me, the story is the key thing.
Yeah.
And that's what was missing. And I couldn't get into this. I was just angry that it was like...
I mean, that's for any kind of video game adaptation into a movie, like the story. That's why when I saw Uncharted, I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, come on, no.
Yeah. I've not even seen Uncharted, so I can't even say anything. But it's Tom Holland.
It's okay, but it's like they should have reversed the roles. I mean, granted, Nathan Drake should have been played by somebody more older.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
He's Spider-Man. He's typecast as Spider-Man already. I don't think you can play any other role now because I just see him as Spider-Man.
What the hell happened to Nathan Fillion, man?
Anyway.
But this though, I mean, for I know who played it. Like, I mean, how close is it, like character wise, and like the action sequences? Like, do you have that gun that Lilith has in the movie, in the game?
I think you do. Mark would know probably better because he's played it longer. But
Mark, the
hours.
guns that they use, they keep mentioning the guns. In Borderlands 2, you played it. Did the guns factor into the gameplay, like the variety of guns and everything? And was the movie guns here relevant to the game itself?
The gunplay.
As for the guns, it's so vast. I can't even tell if those guns are from the Borderlands too. So I can't really tell. As for what's the second question? Sorry.
I mean, like, does it feel like these guns that were shown in the movie are correctly placed, shall we say, in the game? Like, so you can say,
like Lilith's handgun. Like, is that one in the game? Like, I mean,
yeah. Is it something that you can realistically have in the game? Like, the rotating barrels and everything.
Yeah. I actually like seen it from Borderlands. So I'm not I'm not sure. It's been quite some time, but I think I've seen that gun before.
Okay.
But as for the parang nakita ko na siya before.
You've seen it before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I
So,
just looked it up, and it says
mhm.
the movie shows Lilith using an infinity pistol, which is a real legendary gun in the games,
Okay.
famous for
Mm,
having infinite ammo and being a rare iconic drop.
So if you played the
hindi
game,
pala.
you would recognize Lilith's gun. That's the thing. Okay, okay, I got it. I got it. So
Good.
yes, like Juan says, it presupposes that if you've played the game, you would get the most out of the movie,
Right.
basically. So that's it. Okay, so if you play the game, then you would pick out all the Easter eggs and you would say, "Oh, I know that one. I like that one. I've seen that one. I've been there." So that you would get the maximum enjoyment if you've played the game and going into the movie. But as in, let's ask about Joe's experience as somebody who has no
Right.
background with the games. What's your feel of going in there blind, as in you're just a moviegoer being dragged there by your buddy who knows the game inside out? Hey dude, you have to come watch this with me.
His,
How
his,
would
his
you?
question's gonna be: is there tits?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's
There
definitely
were.
Joe's first question. Yeah, there
Jamie Lee
are. They're
Curtis.
geriatric tits, but they're tits.
Jamie Lee Curtis, man.
Mm.
She got it going on. I mean,
All right,
okay.
Joe.
All right. All right. Okay. So, on the perspective of the person who hasn't played the games at all, just watch the movie as it is. Okay. So the first 15, 20 minutes, like Sir Verge mentioned, why do I feel like I'm watching a Guardians of the Galaxy movie? So the best summary that the best phrase that I can probably describe Borderlands the movie. It's like a combination of Guardians of the Galaxy meet up with Mad Max, and then all the way to the end,
Excuse me.
X-Men Last Stand / Captain Marvel,
Bless you.
if that makes sense.
Fun.
If that makes sense.
Great.
Because I'm only watching it as a movie. All I want is just the bare minimum. Okay, um, just a simple narrative. Okay, so and for me, in my opinion, I think I got that. They set up the characters. Here's the mission: find the vault. Here's the MacGuffins that you that you need to find said vault. The climax. Okay, you got the vault, and then eventually the happy ending per se. So yeah, I mean it all went in there like point per point per point.
Yeah, but
Although
it's
that being
boring.
said, it did felt rushed in a way that okay, apparently there's three they have to find three keys to open the vault. Key number one would be with Tina. Key number two, um they happen. I mean, all of a sudden, it's in the it's hidden behind all of this storage with a lot of boxes, and then just so luckily, Kate Blanchett found it like 5 minutes later. That should have taken them at least 4 days, according to Claptrap. But no, she found it right immediately. And then a few minutes later, it's been revealed that the third key, oh yeah, it's you all along. I'm not gonna say who.
Yeah, but the
The third
storytelling.
key, oh yeah, it's been with us the whole time. And I'm like, oh okay. I mean, that kind of plot twist is not really groundbreaking in a sense. Like it kind of felt like predictable anyway.
Yeah, because you made it
I mean,
boring. Even you explaining the plot is fucking
no.
boring.
No. I
Who
mean,
cares about the
the
key?
Beverage is boring.
This is a video
But
game.
to me,
Boring.
I got where they wanted to go. They said, okay, we have to set. So this is the setup. This is how we're gonna do it. We've done it. That's all. Like I said, it's not a groundbreaking story at all. I mean, narrative wise, okay. But I was able to manage to follow what's going on, despite the chaos of it. Despite the chaos of it, despite the gunplay that they're trying to portray. incongruence with the movie, with the video games. Character wise, I found Tina, the kid, really annoying at times. Kind of a brat, but there's a reason why she's acting like that. Claptrap, this droid, and I'm like, if R2D2 could talk, God damn it, better not be like Claptrap, because Claptrap was annoying me the whole time. And I didn't realize it was Jack Black's voice in there. And I'm like, the way Claptrap was talking with his humor, I'm like, it's good in a few. It's good with a few doses, but he's been talking quite a lot to the point that it got really insufferable for me. And I'm like, if R2D2 could talk, God, not like this guy, and not like Claptrap. There's some visual jokes there that Sir Viraj mentioned. Okay, they didn't know if they're gonna be funny or they're gonna be serious. But I'm like, okay, if they're gonna take this seriously, if you're gonna take this seriously, then I have to take you seriously, if that makes sense. If you're treating this this role, this planet, as seriously as you are, then that means I have to buy into it. But no, I know how stupid it was, and like you guys mentioned, it's supposed to be like really dirty, like real dirt, because the way Kate Blanchett mentions, it's a shithole, the whole planet Pandora. But most of the time, well, throughout the adventure, most of the time, they're all clean. Even then, when they were covered with trash, oh no, there's this magic tool that we can use that can make us all clean again. And I'm like,
it's called cut.
all of the dirt and the grime of the planet, and all of you are still pristine clean by the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Even by the time they found the said vault, yeah, they're still they still look like when they first came out from when they first started in the movie. I'm like, where's the dirt? Where's the grime in there? If it's really such a shithole, like piss, fecal matter, dust, grime everywhere, you all still look clean. You know what I mean? And it feels like I can appreciate the visuals of it, like the CGI, but yeah, the Pandora to me kind of looked like a sound stage, like very manufactured. Like you can tell, like they're just acting in the green screen and everything else is just there, like paper mache set, like all that. Nothing much practical. Practical effects in there. Very little that I know.
Those days are over, and to be honest, I think it still could have been a good film, even though it was the green screen.
But then again,
20 million, it was cheap.
You have to do that because it's a sci-fi movie, in a sense.
You don't have to.
You have to do the CGI, but it's like, why is my brain's not registering that this could be real? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't really suspend my disbelief that they are really in a planet for the most part.
It depends on how. I actually think the special effects was quite immersive. I think the problem is a lot of these video games look like high-end PC games now, or video games now, because the graphics are just that good. But that's like produced using CGI. There's no real practical sets anymore. You kind of know it. So I suppose when you look at stuff like Star Wars The Force Awakens, they actually used real practical sets on that particular thing, and that was quite an immersive film. So you have that aspect, but let's be honest here. What detracted from your immersion isn't so much the green screen or the practical effects or the acting. It was the writing, and it was the direction the film went in, and it's just boring.
I would say character-wise, they didn't really. It's not really like each of the characters that we got here didn't really got a fair share of development.
No,
they're just been introduced.
You're not invested.
Like, for example, there's a lot more to say about Kate Blanchett's character. Sure, there's a lot more to say about Tina. Sure, yeah. With Craig, the psycho guy, he's just there to be like the muscle the bodyguard with one-liners. That's all. We didn't give they didn't give him anything to work with. I mean, there's no backstory there that they could have told us. With Roland, all we know, he slept with uh, he slept with the other lady that got disintegrated eventually in the by the end of the movie. He's just one of the a former Crimson what's their mercenary group. So
Crimson
basically,
Lance or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, the Crimson Lands, something like that. So yeah, so he basically he went rogue, took the girl somewhere, okay, and then that's it. I mean, nothing much to say about his character. And then Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Dr. Tannis, she's acting like this. I'm not sure what she was in the game. She was acting like a very eccentric grandma or very eccentric scientist grandma, kind of like she was very awkward, like the way she portrays the character. I'm not sure if Dr. Tannis is like that in the game. I'm not sure. Yeah. And when I just need to say this, when Jamie Lee Curtis character first got introduced in here, so she was wearing this low cut top, like you can actually see her cleavage, and then and then after that she's pretty much buttoned up, and I'm like, okay, hear me out, and I'm like, okay, if you're gonna do that, I mean, just go all out. I mean, all the way. I mean, all the way to the end. Just show the cleavage. But no, so she only got that one scene where her cleavage is out, and then when they get out of the lab, she's pretty much covered up the whole all the way to the end of the movie. I'm like, okay, Jamie Lee Curtis knows how to talk to these people. I'm like, damn.
She does.
Anyway.
Have you seen True Lives with her and Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh yeah. That's the film.
You want to see more Jamie? There you go.
Do you want to see it? Watch Trading Places.
Trading
Come on.
Places.
Yeah.
For one.
All right.
Fish named Wanda.
All right. So I'm gonna toss in my 2 cents about the movie.
There we go.
I have to applaud this movie. I do.
Sentence one.
I have to applaud this movie. Sorry. Yes, one.
I said sentence one.
All right.
You had to
I have to
applaud.
applaud this movie because it managed to gather the most annoying characters in all of moviedom in one film. I did not find a single one of any of these characters to be likable at all. I got fucking annoyed from moment one from this movie, from every single scene and every single fucking character, that I can rate this movie as a negative 100 out of 100. This is by far the most annoying video game movie I have ever seen, bar none. Okay, so every single one of these characters annoys the absolute fuck out of me. First and foremost, Kate Blanchett's character. I don't know if she has scoliosis or if she has polio, but every single scene that you see her in, she's striking a pose, a badass pose. I don't know. She's at an angle all the time. Yeah. All right. So she's either got a leg up or she's got her back at an angle in a certain way. Yeah. And Jamie Lee Curtis. Okay, sure. A respected actress, but she is fucking annoying on this one because of the fact that she's like parodying herself in the most weird way possible. Right. Kevin Hart, one-dimensional guy. Every single time you see, he's just Kevin Hart. I loved him in Central Intelligence, but every single instance that I saw him, it's still him. Now
he's the humor guy.
Yes, Kate, Ariana, whatever her name is, right off the fucking gate.
She want to take a belt.
I absolutely. I wanted to just say, all right, kid, stand in the corner. You are absolutely fucking annoying, and you are not gonna grow up that way. All right, okay. Now, and
I'm your daddy now.
Claptrap.
Oh
cut
man.
every single line out of its fucking non-existent mouth. Just rubbed me the wrong way. Jack Black, you're good in small doses. You might actually have been good in Kung Fu
Right.
Panda, but is Claptrap. Every single time you showed up, I wanted to just throw you into a trash compactor because I don't know if your character was designed that way in the game.
Yeah,
But
the claptrap robot is supposed to be annoying on
Mhm.
purpose.
Yes, but
Yeah.
the fact
He's
that
the
but
only one who
all
did his
throughout the
job.
movie, yeah, but all throughout the movie, I don't want
Yeah, in the
that
game
kind
it's
of
like that too.
In
And in
small
one of the
doses.
games,
Yeah.
in one of the
Small
games, you
doses.
can play as a claptrap.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. And overall, the only one that I even found remotely annoying was what appealing was Krieg. Surprisingly, I don't know why. He came off as somewhat empathetic to me in a little moment because of the fact that he was very guarded, he was very caring about this little girl despite how annoying she was. That little moment, sure, he was monolingual, he was just one words every now and then or small lines and everything, but that small bit of relatedness did appeal to me, that one thing. But otherwise he was just, like Joe said, he was the muscle. So overall, and the
It's
movie.
Drax. Okay.
Yes, and basically he's Drax. And I absolutely fucking hated starting the movie with a tribute to Star Wars, with him, with Kevin Hart coming in, mask on, and what are you? You're the shortest, you're the shortest soldier that my dad sent in. It's a direct tribute to Star Wars
It's
with
like John
Luke
Boyega.
Skywalker coming in. No, Luke Skywalker coming in to rescue Princess Leia in the
He was John Boyega, kind of.
in the Death Star. That's a direct reference to it. If you're going to reference a classic movie like that, you'd better be fucking
John
good as
Boyega.
a movie. You were not. Every single scene in that movie appalled me in a way that really got to my gut. I saw so many references, so many different movies in the past, Star Wars, like other Mad Max and everything like that. All these references, but none of these references managed to even achieve even a smidgen of the greatness of all those previous movies. This movie is utter shit. And honestly, to borrow Viraj's parlance, yes, it is absolute shit, and I will never ever watch this movie ever again.
You say
So
that
yeah,
now.
yes, that is
Indeed.
my personal opinion. I respect everybody else's opinion. If you guys want to watch the movie and play the game, that's also absolutely respected. That's your cup of tea. But as a moviegoer who has a passing familiarity with the Borderlands game, this movie is an atrocity. It must be consigned to the dustbin of history and absolutely forgotten. Oh, and I'm gonna have to say, Lilith, Kate Blanchett is Lilith. I've only seen a little bit of her, but yeah, absolute miscast in terms of that one. Cast somebody younger if you're going to try. Sure, she did her absolute best, and I respect her effort. But honestly, if I'm gonna suffer through 2.5 hours of absolute dreck, I'd at least want somebody a little bit visually appealing. All right, so yeah,
Wasn't
okay,
the movie
that's
only
my take.
140?
It was not only was it shit, it was a
What
lot
version did you watch?
of
You
shit.
should have watched it twice then if you spent 2.5 hours.
hmm I mean, if I'm gonna watch a terrible movie, I want visual appeal. Okay, I don't want to look at geriatric titties. Okay.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned visual appeal. But I mean, I don't know if you guys see this as well in Hollywood. This isn't just this film. This is generally speaking. There's a lot of nihilism in Hollywood in terms of like, is there a meaning to this? Like, you got characters like you mentioned how you didn't even like any of these characters. None of them had no redeeming factors, and that's everywhere in a lot of films. You're not even rooting for a side. Where's
Agreed.
the passion? Where's the hero in this story?
Agreed.
We need a hero. That's what we need.
Absolutely. Like the '80s song goes, "I need a hero."
That's and where's the bad guy? Like, I know it's an old premise, yeah, hero, villain, and all that, but it works. I want to see more of that, and that's just what's disappeared. Like, even in like this crappy Snow White film that came out. Well, who's the hero in this film, and who's the real villain? I was actually rooting for the evil queen because I thought she was the good person because this Snow White needed to be taken out.
Simple fact is, in Lilith's case, there is no hero's journey from beginning to end. She was this annoying bitch all the way until the fact that she rescued everybody. She was still an annoying bitch all the way until the fact that she was a hero in the end.
It's like, where's the fulfillment in the end? There's no conclusion. There's no happy ending. There's just ending. It's just like, there's no point in the film There's no point. Like, there's no goal here. Like, what is the journey? What is the what meaning is there to this? It's nihilism, pure nihilism, and it's pointless. Filmmaking, that's what this is, and I'm just sick and tired of it. Not just in this film, but generally films in overall. I don't even pay. This is why people wonder why cinema's dying. People wonder why they don't want to go to see the films anymore. It's because of shit like this.
Agreed. Yeah, Joe, you had an opinion. Yeah, you were putting something out.
No. I mean, like I said, the film just needed a little bit more time to breathe, a little bit more character
development. 2.5 hours to breathe, man. 2.5 hours. Shit. We need more time.
No. Lay down the hate a little bit. Okay, with Kate. With Kate Blanchett's character, I'm just gonna say, when it was revealed on who she was, okay. I mean, even I felt like there should be a little bit more foreshadowing in there. It was just there, like okay, I just discovered that I'm this. Okay, it was just exposition, like it was revealed like she's this character eventually, and then I'm like, okay, it was kind of just like a blind shot reveal to that point that maybe they could have eased out a little bit more, because they're trying to do a bait and switch, like they're trying to set up like Tina is the it girl that's going to be the Deus Ex Machina MacGuffin that will reveal everything, but no, eventually it was Kate Blanchett anyway. And I'm like, okay, I can understand the hustle, sure, but I was like, maybe a little bit more foreshadowing into that, but no. They did kind of slightly mention that there's this like montage saying that the film is saying that there's enough foreshadowing in there.
No, about the only foreshadowing you got was that she could feel the key. She could feel the key. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm like, okay, like I said, it was a bait and switch kind of situation there, and yeah.
Well,
here's a really important question I want to ask, and this is to the people who have played the games, right, who are familiar with Borderlands or whatever. Now, with the game, is it a game that could truly have been made as a good film, or was it just doomed from the very beginning? Because I just don't. I'm trying to wonder here, like if there's any substance, if there's enough substance in this, can it actually be made into a good film? And what are the chances of that? I mean, here we have a film that fails at the most fundamental level, because it's inept filmmaking at its very core. So, is there any way that we could have made this better?
Very quick interruption, Viraj. From one of our audience members, Jake Vega Sampson. He has a question. Can I ask Sir Viraj? Were you able to reach or achieve the Atari age? Because he's likely referencing your.
Have you experienced the Atari?
Have you experienced Atari age? Yeah.
Well, what does that mean? I don't
like,
understand.
did you
played it like as a kid?
Oh yeah. So the first system I ever played was an Atari 2600. It was my father's console. So obviously I was an infant playing it. It's the Atari 2600. So I have played. I have an Atari 2600, and I have a selection of games on it. But I'm just wearing this, because I think it's just a T-shirt that it looks cool. I think it has the best video game logo. I like it. So there we go.
And and with this, we always do our very best to please our audience. All right, Jake Sampson, thank you so much for that question. All right, there you go. Yeah, no, for one, there you go. All right. Okay, there you go. All right, Viraj, continue with your thought. Go ahead.
So, could this film have been better? That's basically it. I'm asking. This is a question to those who have played the video games. Is there any way that they could have actually sort of taken that source material from the game and made a good story out of it?
I think this is a good question for Jose. Jose, tackle Viraj's question. As somebody who's played the game, could this film have been re-edited in a way that it could have been a good video game movie?
I think so. I think what it should have done, and because the movie completely thinks you played the games, I think what it should have done was it should have made multiple entries in the movie and have cutting off points, because the game is too big to fit into one movie.
Mhm.
And you don't have enough time to learn each character's nuances and personalities.
Yeah.
Because like in the game, from the beginning, you know what Lilith is when you pick her. You know the ability she has. So that scene in the elevator where they like teleported and they phase walked, and Tina thinks it was her. I was like, that was, what's her name? Obviously Lilith who did that.
Again, bait and switch.
And then, well, that's the thing I'm saying. If you played the game, you would know that it wasn't her. But I think it could have. I think they would have had to made multiple entries in a movie series, and they could have made a better story. Maybe it would have helped with the movie being a little longer, because it was only an hour and 40 minutes. How much can you really cram in there? But speaking on what you guys were talking about earlier too, the movie actually does use a lot of practical effects. And that's something that's having a resurgence in cinema right now, because people are tired of CGI. They're having CGI fatigue.
Yeah.
And I've always been a fan of practical effects since I've been young.
Yep.
It's an amazing art, and I'm glad to be seeing more of it in movies. Oh, Joel left. Did he leave?
I mean, he's stepped out.
And then speaking and he was speaking about how annoying the characters was. Claptrap is that annoying. He is that self-absorbed. He is that annoying on purpose. He's like that in the games. And then Tina feels like a watered down version of herself, because she's actually worse in the video games.
Oh, really?
Yes.
She's a lot worse.
Yeah,
than
she's
this?
a lot more chaotic, and she has a lot more dark humor. She even has her own spin-off game, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which plays like D&D. She's basically the DM, and you're playing, and she can change shit like on the fly as she
On
wants.
the fly?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few shots that I can probably say that they could have cut off and used that time to expand some things. Claptrap scenes.
I think the whole film needs to be rewired. It has to be rewired from the origins, and it has to be reshot. I don't think there's any redemption. I think that the actors probably could have done a better job with the material they're given, but
I wonder if it didn't, because I know the movie had a lot of reshoots.
Yeah,
I wonder if the original cut is a lot
better.
But you'll never see the light of day.
Well, no, we'll just campaign like they did for the Snyder cut.
Snyder cut was worth it, though. That was worth it.
So hang on. I mean, there's this scene with Claptrap, right? After he got shot, and then they just have to make that scene about him trying to poop out all of those bullets.
Right.
They could have just cut that out. I mean, it's not really necessary. It's just there for a sight gag, nothing else. It serves nothing to the story.
That's the character, though. That's the character.
No,
With scenes like this, you
it's
need
a
to have
visual gag that you really didn't need. I mean, he got shot, and that's it.
I don't know if you guys are in the same boat as me, but I get what you mean in terms of that. Wasn't it like, because you've already been wowed by special effects and set pieces in all these sorts of movies. Like, see this little set piece we got here with something driving into a monster. I'm sure I've seen something like that before in a film, and then it explodes and then everything's around. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere in a film. So like, you're right in terms of, okay, like people want to go to see films and have these set pieces, because there's a new generation that haven't seen those old films which had set pieces like this. So I think it's important, but at the same time, you can talk about cutting scenes here and there, but I would say just rewire the whole scenes between all the characters and the interactions, and just have more of a backstory so you actually give a shit about them first before we get them in, before you mix them up. And I think maybe there's too many characters. And it's like what Jose said, which is, you got the source material, but you can't put everything in one film. And that's kind of is that what you're implying here, Jose? That they're trying to put too much in there? So I think we saw and I'm sure this is like history repeating itself with films like the first Dune movie, for example. They've tried to put too much into one film, and then they made Dune Part 1 and 2, and that actually balances the story a bit better. You have much more scope to sort of get the character development and get the story running. And if they were smart, they could have had 2 Borderlands films with all that source material. If they just made it right with the first one, they could have made more money.
You know what? This would have done better as a TV show.
Yeah, probably. It's that sort of comedy that could work in a TV show format and structured like half an hour episodes, whatever they want to do. But I don't know. It's Lionsgate, isn't it? So they wanted to make a movie. So it's one of those things. And, it's not like Lionsgate.
I saw the producer's name in there. It's Avi Arad. Okay.
Mm.
Same guy
Spider-Man.
who produced the Sam Raimi Spider-Man games. Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie from back in the 2000s and Venom. And I'm like, I know that name. And I'm like, whenever he's involved, it's always so watered down. Like he's just, he's very corporate. Screw what the fans like. We're just in it for the money. Whenever I see that name in there, and I'm like, when I saw his name in the producers on the producer credits, I'm like, oh fuck, it's Javier Rod. I'm like, oh shit, okay, fine.
Yeah. He's producing the new Legend of Zelda film.
I know.
Yeah,
that's why I'm not as happy as before.
But he did.
Out of everyone, you could probably give it to Legend of Zelda. Give it to Javier Rod. Sure.
Honestly, the producers, I don't really have much stake in it. It really does. It falls on the director's shoulders. That's the bottom line at the end of the day. He's the one who's there for the creative vision. He's the one making all the things.
Oh no.
No,
not really. Not all the time. If the directors have small time and they have to listen to what the studio says, most of the time they'll just bend over backwards just to please the guy.
Basically, but that being said, it's the producers that sort of call the shot, and you're sort of right in that regard. So I always think back to the first ever Superman film and how the Salkinds treated Richard Donner like crap. And he resigned during halfway through the film of the second film because they were saying you're too over budget because he's trying to film the first two. He's trying to film Superman on back to back, and Richard Lester took over Richard Donner's duties in the second film. That's why there's a Richard Donner cut of Superman 2, which is a much more serious take that came out in 2006. Worth watching if you're Superman fans at home, and would have been a much more darker film and a better film in my view. But yeah, the producers did probably put pressure on the director, and it depends on if the producer and the director can get on, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And to be honest, if you look at Avi Arad's credit, he did Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is a great film, in my view. So I don't he's done a lot of films like the X-Men and all that. He produced a lot of them.
He was there as well.
So there are some good films that he's made, and there's some that have been absolute stinkers. So I don't know what his role in with this was. So I'm not going to sort of go OTT and sort of gun down Avi Arad, but it does fall on Eli Roth. Maybe the combination of Eli Roth and Avi Arad working together just didn't work. I think that might have been the issue. That's my view, and that's sad. Anyway, that's my thoughts on this film. It's crap. So yeah.
Back to you, Sir Mark. Anything else you want to add to this movie?
Wala na. Sinabi
I mean, in a sense of how do you like the characters were portrayed?
It's fine.
With Roland, Ina,
even with the heavy cast of good actors and actresses, it's okay for me. Also, with Sir Viraj question earlier, for me, maybe the game works. Yeah, maybe the game works because for me, you control the chaos from the game. In a movie, you're just actually basically watching it, and without strong storytelling and proper pacing, I don't know, chaos isn't enough. Well, that's my stand for that question of Sir Viraj. As for the actors and actresses, they're fine for me. Okay na din, pwede na.
I mean, in terms of the dialogue that they use here, were they giving out a lot more exposition story wise compared to the game? Because in the games, you're reading a lot of text, you're reading a lot of dialogue. In the movie, were they able to successfully convey that? Because, like I mentioned, I'm only watching the movie. I haven't played the games, so whatever they're saying, I have to take it face value. I mean, you guys played it. I mean, were some of the dialogues that they used came from the games?
Well, yeah, I mean, from the Borderlands 2, yes, they somehow captured that, but in the game, I don't know how, but it's something you enjoy. You enjoy those lines from the game, but from the movie, it sounds like it's just annoying as fuck. Yun lang.
All right. I was going to say, so the movie, does the movie happen somewhere in the timeline? I mean, where does it sit in the timeline? Is it close to Borderlands 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I'm not sure about the other Borderlands. I only played 2. As for the Borderlands 2, I started there from another map kasi for me,
Yeah,
as
because
I
yeah, because
remember.
we got Lilith Roland here.
Mhm.
So that means that what? A little bit closer to Borderlands 1?
Yeah,
Sir Jose, Sir
parang
1.
1. I think it's 1.
No, it's one.
Yeah.
Right. So a little bit closer to Borderlands 1. Because I heard that the movie itself is not really canon in comparison with the games.
Yeah, because
And I'm
Lilith
like,
is way older than she is in the
yeah.
games.
Right.
Oh, is she? I mean, like Kate Blanchett, old or or old
Yeah,
old?
I think they changed it to be as old as she is because
Right.
she's younger in the games.
Yeah, because I mean, with Kate Blanchett's character here, she's doing a lot of acrobatics that you think someone with her age shouldn't be doing. Does that make sense? But like, you can't really. I mean, it's not. It's. I mean, knowing Kate Blanchett, right? Because I'm not looking at Lilith the character. I'm looking at Kate Blanchett the character. I mean, Kate Blanchett the actress. Like, she's been doing a lot of gunplay, a lot of jumping, a lot of maneuvering, and I'm like, ain't no way she's doing all of this. I mean, her age. Unless, of course, like the movie mentioned, she's been a mercenary, bounty hunter since she's 10. So I'm willing to compromise in thinking, okay, she's been doing this for quite a while. She knows how to move herself, right?
She's napaka-gymnastic niya. napaka
I mean,
what do you call
she's
this?
very athletic for someone who looks
Exactly.
like Kate Blanchett.
She's very flexible and stuff.
Very, very flexible. Yeah. How about Sir One? Sir One, anything that you wanna, if it's up to you, anything that you wanna add up or you wanna edit out from the movie, if it's up to you.
If it's up to me, I mean, I leave it as it is. Like I said, and this is just my standpoint because, like I said, I haven't played the games enough to really put everything together. So my knowledge going into the game is what I've seen in the movie. So it's like I'll see certain characters like, oh, I know this, I know this, I know this. But to make any changes, like I said, I wouldn't do that as of right now. If you ask me after I play the games, then yeah, I could probably have a lot to say about changes. But right now, no.
I mean, okay. How about in a movie storytelling point of view? Because these guys keep saying that the characters were annoying, and the pacing was all over the place.
I mean, when it comes to that, I mean, it's to each his own. Like I said, I mean, I really don't see. I mean, granted, characters as really annoying when it comes to movies.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a lot to really annoy the fuck out of me when it comes to it. But I mean, it's a video game adaptation.
Challenge accepted.
But like I said, it's a video game adaptation, so it's like, I mean, what do you expect? You're not going to get the actual fucking game, you know what I'm saying, the story from the game in a movie like this. And that's I mean, Raj said something about Mario. Like, I mean, Mario was good, but it could have been better. That's just my standpoint. But I mean, for what it was, the movie was all right. It was a good movie. But
I thought so too.
What, that it was a good movie, or could it need more?
No. And then when you were saying like video game movies, like, are they ever really like as great as the thing? When you said that, I automatically think live action movies, because an animated and a CGI video game movie, I feel is like always going to be very, very good, very close to what the game is supposed to be.
Well, yeah, I mean, Yeah, I should have said more live action.
Because you can make them you can make them do whatever you want. It's
Yeah.
animated.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But
So I think when that conversation's brought up, I think anything animated in CGI should just be kept out because that it's basically a given.
Mhm.
So, but live action wise, the movies are way different, and it's harder to hit that mark for
Yeah,
live
because you
action movies.
you can never find the right actor or actress that looks like the characters themselves.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Not to mention, for them to move like said characters, you have to either have like a body double or just do CGI for them to move the way you want them to move.
Mhm.
Same thing what we mentioned about practical effects versus special effects.
Mhm.
I mean, animated, you can just draw whatever backgrounds you want, and then us, the viewer, will just take it as face value. We take it as gospel. We believe that.
Mhm.
Live action, yeah, you have to make sure that the setting is just as close as the video games as possible from the source material as possible. If you don't see that there, as a fan, you'll just clock out
Yeah.
Yeah.
automatically. Like for the first 15 minutes or so, yeah, you're not gonna buy into it. You're just gonna hit it all the way to the end.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But seeing and that's when, like I said, that's my thing when it comes to video game live action adaptations. Like, I mean, certain games I've played, like Uncharted. That's why my opinion was like, I wish they would have did something different with Nathan Drake. Why Tom Holland?
That confused the hell out of me when the first trailer came out.
Mhm.
Uncharted. I'm like, between Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland interacting in that bar, I'm like, wait, you're you're Nathan Drake? I'm like, what? Should be the other way around. I don't know. And I'm like, so when the first trailer came out, I'm like, okay, nothing that you can sell me believing that Tom Holland is Nathan Drake. I mean, I haven't even played the Uncharted games at all, but I know who Nathan Drake looks like, and sure hell it ain't like Tom Holland. Okay,
See, but they could have used
Spider-Man, sure.
But see, they could
I
have
can
used
do
Tom
it with
Holland
Spider-Man.
as when in number 4 they did flashbacks to when Drake was younger. Like they could have used that, if they did that, like, oh, well, this is
Probably,
young Nathan.
sure.
See, the problem is that they do the thing that a lot of video game movies is where they get whoever's hot at the moment, someone famous,
Yeah.
Right.
and they're trying to bank on their star power to bring the viewers in. But the thing is, half the time they're miscast, and then because you've seen them as other things, you can't see them as anything else.
Exactly.
That's why you need more unknowns to be actors in video game movies. But at the same time, that's its own problem, because what if they're not good, or what if people are like, I don't know who the fuck that is, like I don't want to watch this.
Okay, so in that subject, the last time so around this time 2024, the last time I saw Kate Blanchett, Thor Ragnarok as Hela,
Yeah,
right?
I
And
think
then
so.
when was the last time? And then when was the last time we saw Jamie Lee Curtis? Halloween, the last Halloween movie. Did that came out before this? When you look that
I
up,
don't even remember. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up too.
Everything everywhere.
and then Kevin Hart. That's a given. I mean, Kevin Hart were in a lot of movies even before this.
Yeah, Kevin
Right?
Hart's like in everything.
Even before 2024. I mean, what was the last
Stand Up.
last movie that he was on before Borderlands?
I kept thinking Jumanji, but it wasn't Jumanji. It was something else.
I was thinking Jumanji, but not really. Could be. Yeah. Because Jumanji is the only thing. It's the only movie that I can think of before he showed up in Borderlands.
Yeah, it was Halloween.
Something major.
It was Halloween.
It was Halloween for Jamie Lee
Halloween,
Curtis,
and
right?
then the Haunted Mansion remake.
Mm.
Forgot about the movie.
Yeah, because I'm trying. Because if we're gonna use the argument that
She's in the
that
bear.
they're
on
using the
Hulu.
characters. If they're using the characters from who's ever hot during that time, I'm just trying to find the angle. Okay, why would you cast Kate Blanchett as as Lilith? Could be younger.
Because she's an
Right.
Academy Award-winning actress. That's why.
No, that's the thing. I mean, other than that, I mean, if you're gonna need someone with a little bit more star power, like that you'll say, okay, we got this actress. If that's enough for you, if that's enough for the audience to buy into this movie because of the star power alone, just for the name alone, you'll be interested to see this movie, regardless of how the writing was, how the direction was.
Dude, they could use Mila Jovovich as Lilith.
Actually, yeah. I mean, she has the hair. I mean, she's a redhead, but then again,
Can't bloody act.
Not
Can't
naturally.
bloody act. She
but then
can't
again,
act.
if you see Mila, I'm like, oh shit, it's Mila. Nope.
Mila Jovovich
Keep her in the Resident Evil movies. That's all.
Mila
Don't bring her
Jovovich
into this.
is a model turned actress. Yeah, that ain't her craft. Yeah, Kate Blanchett is an actress. Yeah, so Mila Jovovich, no, and I think people have gotten onto the fact of, do these people have the acting chops to pull off these characters? Like, if you look at Mila Jovovich's films, there's not much range. Well, you got like flipping Fifth Element chick who played some sort of like weirdo. Then she's got like the Resident Evil film. She was a weirdo in the film, yeah. Let's be honest. She was a weirdo. Multipass. What is this? Like she had very.
What was it? Hold on. You cut out. What was that?
I'll talk about Mila Jovovich being a weirdo in Fifth Element.
No, what did you do? All I saw was this, and you cut out.
Multipass when she pulled out the little thing. Multipass. That's all I remember of her in bloody Fifth Element. Multipass, and then she was in the Resident Evil film. It's only because her husband was the director. Let's not forget. Banging the director. So she got into Resident Evil because of that, and she was in some shitty Hellboy film as some villain. And she
was in there too. Yeah.
So like, what do you remember her for? Like, she's nobody. She don't deserve the film. They could have got her on the cheap, yeah. But no. She ain't like that good actress.
They got the money for this.
I mean, they could have got her on the cheap, but she probably would have did something better. Because I mean, honestly,
let's say,
like, okay, compare her and Mila. So this and Resident Evil,
maybe. Jessica Biel, Kate Beckinsale, mid actresses. They could have probably been on this.
Kate Beckinsale would have been great.
There we go. See.
Yeah, I mean, she knows how to handle a gun because of the Underworld movies, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just paint her hair red. That's it.
But then you have to question: does she have the range to pull off this character? That's another thing. Like, I've seen her in the Underworld films. Yeah, she played the good vampire woman, but she always has that thick British accent. She was in Van Helsing. Okay, she played that Romanian like woman quite well. Yeah, and she was also in like she's been in a few comedies as well, like Click, and but she plays like it's like more like wholesome girlfriend characters, should we say? But she was in Total Recall. She was in Total Recall as well.
I'm not sure if Lilith has an accent though.
Maybe.
I mean, if Lilith has a pseudo British accent, maybe Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah.
Or maybe Kate Beckinsale just do like a neutral American accent.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like these B-list actors, I don't know if they have the chops for it. That's what they're looking at. And I look at even Jessica Biel. Could she pull it off? I don't know if she can do it anymore. I look at these actors and I'm thinking they're so out of practice. These characters, they could get them on the cheap, but would they do the role well? No. I think Kate Blanchett.
I would like to believe that ever since Kate Blanchett did Thor Ragnarok, she had a lot of fun doing Hela.
Yeah, she was good at that.
And doing this, I'm like, okay, I will have a lot of fun doing some gunplay. I'll hammer it up as much as possible. So I like to believe that she had some fun doing this.
She did. It is written. Really. She had a lot of fun doing this, but then it's not her. I don't think it's her. And I don't think it's the cast that can be blamed for why the film is so bad. It's the writing, like I said, to be honest. You can talk about recasting actors. I mean, you made a point. You were talking about, I heard you were talking about Kevin Hart earlier. Like, no range with that actor. Obviously, he's been in quite a lot of films. He's only successful because his Bum Boys with The Rock, and that's his best mate. You know what I mean? And he's lifted him up with him. They've lifted each other up in Hollywood.
Because you cannot really, because Kevin Hart was typecast to do anything but comedic roles anyway. Like you cannot really buy into the fact that like he's a serious actor. Like the moment you see the moment you see Kevin Hart, you'll expect some comedy here and there.
Yeah, and I think that's where this film kind of suffers, because the game does have, as been mentioned by the gentleman here, that they do have comedy elements, dark humor in there, and I think they've obviously tried to insert it in here, but it doesn't quite work. Like it's a bit offbeat, and like we said earlier, this is just a Guardians of the Galaxy rip-off wannabe. You know what I mean? And we've seen it before, so we're not going to be wowed by it. So that
undeniable, it's there. Yeah, even I saw that. Yeah,
it needs to have. I mean, the film needs to have a unique selling point, and I just can't see what the X factor for this film is. Like in terms of what joins it together. Where's that glue? Where's that sticky stuff that makes you think, okay, this is going to work? There's no sticky stuff. There's no glue that molds these characters together on this journey that they're going on. None of these characters are redeeming. You don't like them. You know, it's like I said, it's nihilistic, boring. Uninspired filmmaking, and that's why I look at it. It's like what we've seen this crap before, like in lots of other films. All these scenes you've seen something like it before. Where's the unique aspect for it? Where's
the movie kept on saying the Iridians, but we never saw the Iridians per se.
I think this game rips off a lot of other things. I said Pandora, Iridian's a video game. Iridian's a video game on Game Boy Advance. It's a very good shoot 'em up. And there are an alien race called the Iridians in this video game. Iridian in 3D, Iridian 2. And they're bloody games.
When you said when you watched that video that was explaining the story of the game, when you started off, it sounded like you were explaining the story to Mass Effect.
Yeah. And there's so much
ancient alien race, machine that they built, the threat. So it's the Protheans, the Mass Effect relays. And the
was it like Mass Effect? So are we implying that Borderlands rip off Mass Effect?
Yes, to some extent.
Are we implying that?
I think it's very hard to create good sci-fi because it's going to rip off other science fiction. There's going to be elements it's going to take from other things. I get that, but there's no unique selling point, or there's nothing really unique about the story that you've seen from other films, fantasy or sci-fi. That's another thing. Like, okay, this monster, for example, I've seen
shit Borderlands. Like, Gamebox, is it Gamebox who developed Borderlands? It was published by 2K.
Yeah, it's Gearworks, I think it was, or Gearbox. Or
Gearbox. Is it Gearbox? Gearbox. So Gearbox developed Borderlands. Gearbox, if you're listening to this, if ever, it's being implied in this show that you ripped off Mass Effect.
Yeah. Well, it's been implied that you ripped off a lot of things, not just Mass Effect. I mean, you ripped off Avatar. You stole Pandora from Avatar. Iridian, that's another video game. You've stolen that. And then we're talking about Mass Effect. Like, you've taken bits and pieces of other things that have similarities. Like, even, I was saying, like, some of these that monster that swallowed the car, that looks like something from Star Wars. Like, we've seen that. Yeah. So, in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, where
there's an element of Star Wars in this too. Yeah.
So, you've got bits of everything in there. And you're like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's not uninspired storytelling. It's boring.
You know what?
So what?
In
Mass Effect,
Guardians of the Galaxy, jump into the monster's mouth too.
Maybe I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. Maybe yeah. But whatever.
He does.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. There you go, guys.
There you go.
Okay. We'll just do a quick ad break. Okay. I think we were able to roast this movie as much as we could.
It was not my intention. I was trying to defend this piece of shit. All right, I tried my best. All right, it's the best looking bad film I've ever seen. That's my compliment.
All right, we'll just do a quick ad break from Streamyard and BitMap Books, and then after that, our closing remarks before we do our shameless plugs. Okay, we have to do this. It's been a while since we've done our ads. Start your own online live streams, webinars, podcasts, online classes, and virtual presentations with Streamyard. By using Streamyard's user-friendly interface, you can also do simultaneous multi-streaming if you have accounts to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and other platforms. If live streaming is not your style, video and audio recordings are also available, especially with those who have variable and inconsistent internet connections. The finished output will still come out as clear and well articulated exactly as you originally intended. You can also customize the appearance of your presentation, like green screen effects, facial touch-ups to smoothen out those facial blemishes, multiple cameras for multiple guests joining in the discussion, your own wallpaper on the background, adding your own logo as a watermark, sharing videos from your own computer or other website for added visual aids with or without audio, uploading your own background music if you wish to set the mood when talking, and lots more. Before you can enjoy all of the wonderful full features of Streamyard, you can start with a 14-day free trial by using our link. Not only that you are supporting the Timeless Gamers Show, but you can see it for yourself how easy it is using Streamyard. Do you like playing video games? Do you like reading about history? Do you like learning about video game history? Then you should give yourself the gift of owning some video game history books from BitMap. Since 2014, BitMap Books have published numerous colorful and well-detailed hardbound books about video games ranging from the different video game consoles of old and the various video game genres that will surely pique the interest of its core fanbase. BitMap's team of global video game journalists, players, and illustrators have produced numerous award-winning titles that celebrate the software, hardware, and developers that laid down the foundations for the billion-dollar video game industry we all know and love today. International shipping is also available with careful and considerate packaging from BitMap Books. If you don't want to take my word for it, then you can believe the people, almost 10,000 satisfied customers who submitted their glowing written reviews and video reviews after receiving their books from BitMap. By ordering your first BitMap book using our link, you will also be supporting the Timeless Gamers Show in spreading our love of video games and their rich history.
All
Alright, thank you for that. Streamyard and BitMap Books. We will now proceed with our closing remarks, giving our rating of the movie. Let's start off with Sir Viraj. Final closing.
It's a 2 out of 10, man. Me being generous, I think. 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10, piece of shit. 2 shits out of 10. There you go.
Wasted. You're not going to get, look, it's 2.5 hours of your life you ain't going to get back. Yeah,
the movie's only an hour and a half.
Oh, well, so Joel said it was 2.5 hours. I don't know. It's like an hour and a half.
That's why I'm like, did you watch it twice? What happened?
It was that
He hated it so much he had to watch it twice just to make sure.
The second viewing is why I got it 2.5 stars.
Yeah, I had to torture myself to watch it. I think if you want to torture someone, make them watch the film. 2.5, 2 out of stars, 2 out of 10. So I go.
I want to torture somebody.
There you go.
You.
Jose, go.
Anyway, the movie, it's good for what it is. You might be a little confused going into it if you haven't played the source material. But overall, I think I give the movie a 6.5.
What the fuck, man? You're saying that's basically you're saying it's 3.5 stars, really, aren't you? 3 stars. That's what you're
It's
saying.
passable.
Yeah, it's passable.
It's a fucking failure. That's why I only did 30 million on a budget of 120. Yeah, like how can you even say that?
I like that.
Hey, that's his review. That's his rating.
Cocaine's a hell
The
of a
one.
drug. That's what I'm saying. Cocaine's a drug. Not me.
For me, I mean, I agree with Jose with just for my aspect of not playing the games, the movie was decent. Like I said, I know, I mean, the rating could go up, it could go lower as I play the game. So, but for now, after watching the movie, I'd give it a 5 out of 10.
I mean, it got 4.7 out of 10 on IMDb. I've just looked at it. 4.7. Which I think is
There you
generous.
go.
So, but anybody,
how about the
movie, if you are interested in the games, I mean, realistically, you can watch the movie and then play, or vice versa. I mean, if you want background history, play the games first, then watch it, then you'll understand.
You shouldn't have to do that, though. You should just enjoy the film for what it is. You want to go into the cinema blind, and just the narrative should carry the film on its own. You shouldn't have to play a video game or the source material. It's like saying read the Harry Potter book before seeing the films. Nah, man.
I've never read the Harry Potter book, so
I felt
You
like
like
I
movies?
enjoyed the movies more because I read the books.
Well, to me, the
I
Harry
don't have
Potter.
to read.
I watched the movies first, then I read the books, and I enjoyed the books a bit more because it's the source material. That's another story.
All right. There you go. How about the man himself? The man who suggested the movie anyway. Mark,
Oh, he's got a
your
death.
rating.
This will be
100.
No, it will be like
Right.
4 out of 10. Actually, it's supposed to be like 3. I'll give it like 4 because I played the game. I enjoyed the game. I'm actually planning on buying the Borderlands 4 game soon. So yeah, that's it.
Very
All
good.
right. Thank you for that, Sir Mark and Mark.
Gotta try the Borderlands in VR. I gotta like hook that up so I can try it.
Ooh, I didn't know it has a VR game.
Yeah, it's part 2 is in VR.
Mhm.
Mm.
And according to Sir Joel, fucking annoying out of 10. All right.
What about you, Sir Joe? What are you rating it? You slag.
I was able, well, as the person here who only watched the movie as it is. Okay.
Yeah, like me.
I was able to understand the movie, what they wanted to do, what they wanted to tell me. I understood that, despite of all the flaws that I noticed, and taking consideration what the other gentleman did say. Yeah, it's passable for me.
How
Like
can
I
it
said,
possibly
I mean-
be you even complained
Like I
about
said,
the
I was
boobs in
able,
this
I was able to,
I thought you
I was able
hated
to
it.
understand. Yeah, I
No
was able to
boobs.
understand what they were doing. It was it was a simplistic storytelling. I mean, a lot of things that they borrowed from other medias. Sure, I'm not denying that, but I'm not going to deny that I didn't understood it. I was able to understood it. Okay, but so rating, I'll give it a 6. I'll
Fuck it.
Okay,
Oh,
passable.
you,
6 out of 10.
you bleeding hearts for this piece of shit. We've just spent the whole episode slagging it off. You give it a 6 out of 10. You passed it. You fucking passed it. Where are you with the slags? I'm not pick a film.
If I was not able to understood the movie's direction at all, like direction in a sense, like from start to finish,
yeah, I understand what the
I was able to follow all of that, despite the
Yeah.
chaos. I was able to follow that.
Raj,
Okay.
what's worse, this or the Wizard?
The Wizard is shit. That's dog shit. I don't know why you guys how it's become a cult movie and why people like it. Like I suppose it's this one of those things, but they're just shit.
8 out of 10, the Wizard.
You give it 8
There
out of
you
10.
go.
Like, that's because of nostalgia. You probably saw it as a kid. I've probably seen it as an adult. I'm thinking, what is this? Was a thing? This piece of shit. People paid to see this. What is
All right, for all of you guys who are watching and listening, all of that opinion he's giving out, let it be known, it's 10 out of 10 Mortal Kombat, the last movie. Okay.
Mortal Kombat. Which
He-
one?
he-
we talking-
he-
Yeah,
This
he thinks
guy
the
is not careless
reboot
about
Mortal Kombat is
1995
better than the
movie.
original.
The 2022 movie for him, 10 out of 10. Classic.
I like the 22
cinema
film.
according to him.
It's a good film. I like the 22 film. I wouldn't say it's
95 was
10,
better.
but it's a good film. Sorry? What?
95 was better.
I mean,
95 was better.
the 2022 film, was cool, but yeah, it ain't no 10 out of 10.
Well, I ain't no 10 out of 10, but it had no business being as good as it was. I agree. But they're making a sequel because they made a shit ton of money on it. Enough people watched it and enjoyed it. So
Because
it is
the new generation that's getting into Mortal Kombat, what do they know? They just know the newer games.
True.
They don't know OG 95 Mortal Kombat.
I think, okay, you got the first 95 Mortal Kombat film. Okay, and then you got the sequel, which was Annihilation, was annihilated itself. Yeah, but the first film, yeah, there's something special about it. Yeah, something special about it. But for me, it doesn't hold.
This guy is the only person who says Raul Julia ain't shit as M. Bison.
For me,
Fighter.
Wow.
I think, do you know, bless him, yeah, because he was dying when he was filming that. So I don't want to be too harsh on Raul Julia. He did the best he could, yeah, and he knew his kids love Street Fighter, which is why he took on the role. Yeah, and that was very sweet of him. I think he's all right, but he overacted his part, to be honest. That being said, I think this new Street Fighter film, I don't know where we're gonna go.
Dude, he should rephrase when he's like, they called me a madman?
It was a Tuesday.
All I wanted.
But no, in terms of video game films, generally speaking, I think they are better now than they were then when they first started. And that's normal, isn't it? Two-way. But that's why I think I'm really sad. That's why I'm quite sad that the Borderlands films wasn't a quality film that could have been better and easy to follow and made better. You know, it's not a film that I'd want to see again. Nah. But
I'll tell you this: I lied.
Fight and Mortal Kombat. If it's playing on TV, I might channel flip and watch it if it's on a rerun and enjoy it for what it was. I might be like curious. But Borderlands, I don't think I could ever do that. Yeah, that's really
Alrighty, let's do our shameless plugs, guys, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's go with Sir Jose. Sir Jose, where can they hunt your vault?
You can find me on all social medias as Dark Electric Fate. You can find me here every week on TGS, and you can find me over on the new Instagram page I'm starting. The Wizard is the best movie ever. Raj is wrong.
Oh dear.
Raj is going to be the first to follow. He's going to be the first to follow.
Thank you for that, Sir Jose. Sir Juan, where can they hunt your vault?
Raid.
You don't want to know that. No, but you guys can find me on all social medias as The Raiders. Here weekly with these guys on TGS. Also making music in my free time. The Raiders on all social or music platforms, and our Discord for Quarter Circle Forward Punch with Jose.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you for that, Sir Juan. Sir Marky Mark, where can they hunt your vault?
In his pants.
Hi guys, I hope
His
you
vault
enjoyed.
is wide open all the time.
No, I hope you guys enjoyed our episode for today, especially Boss Viraj trashing the movie. You can catch me at Facebook and from our Facebook page, One of Quest.
Alrighty, thank you for that, Sir Marky Mark. And of course, hashtag Mortal Kombat 2022 greater than 95. Sir Viraj, where can they hunt your vault?
Damn right, it's a great film in 2095. Anyway, so yeah, you can find me on the Sega Genesis group on Facebook. You'll find me there. You find me here on this podcast because I come here every now and then. I wasn't going to come on this today, but I had to.
You weren't
He
going
just
to
had to
come on
come.
I had to come.
Because how he loves Borderlands.
You have to let it out.
Oh, that's what that little white spot on your screen is.
Well, I would say it's a dark. Well, yeah, it's a pattern. Look, that takes skill.
Actually, I didn't even realize he's gonna join in for today's episode because how he vehemently denies Borderlands the movie.
People have a right to know how shit this film is, and I'll be doing my duty.
I was surprised that he's here. I didn't realize he'll join the discussion because how he hated the movie.
You find me on the Sega Genesis group. You find me. I'll be at the Crawley Gaming Market trading next Saturday, but none of you are from UK watching this anyway. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing. That's really cool.
Alrighty. Thanks again. Thank you again, guys. And that's the whole show. And on behalf of Sir Joel, he had to step out real quick. So so he had to leave the show. But hey, we were able to manage to finish the whole episode 2 hours in. And I think this would be our season 17 finale. Okay. And then
ended on a shit note.
just a plug. The other Tagalog Filipino podcast will be Kwentong Bijuan will air next week. That will be the 80s cartoons, and then after that will be the new show, the new spin-off show that we're gonna do an experiment basis actually a new wrestling podcast, okay, called Saturday Smart Talk. Okay, is it Saturday Smart Talk or Smart or
I thought it was Smart Talk Society.
Is it SST or SDS?
I don't know now.
SST. Saturday Smart Talk. Okay,
That
nothing
was
but
okay.
wrestling. Okay, so that will be the next week after already, and then we will be back on March 14th for the 4X episode that that's Sir Joel's chosen topic for our season 18 premiere. Okay,
Yeah, Saturday Smart
So
Talk.
Saturday Smart Talk. That's okay. So Saturday Smart Talk, that would be March 7th. And then the 4X episode TGS season 18 premiere will be on March 14th. Okay. Next week is just the other podcast that we're doing, the 80s cartoons. And that's it, guys. Thank you all so much. And as always, our games and our bodies may grow out of date, but our gaming experiences will forever remain. Hey, timeless. There you go.
Whoa, more like brush.
No,
You're over there
Yeah, we're
still-
doing
none of that. Let's do that. This is it. This is it. We don't do this. We don't do this, man. This is.
He's gonna go on Naruto on his.